Hello and welcome to Musicians Edition. My name is Evan, and in this video I'm going to be going into chord boxes. So chord boxes, the easiest way that chords are usually written for us to be able to play them easily. If you're reading a song that's on Ultimate Guitar or any kind of tab website, that's usually what they'll use to tell you what chords they want you to play and how to play those chords. So only a few things we really need to go into to know how to play these chord boxes. So first, we're going to need to remember those finger numbers. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 fingers. We're not going to worry about thumb because we're just most commonly going to be playing with our 4 fingers anyway. And then when we see that chord box written out, it's going to have the 6 strings going vertically. And so that far right string is always going to be that first lightest string. Going up to the left is going to be that thickest 6th string. And then you'll typically have 4, maybe 5 frets going down, depending on how much you're going to be able to need to see and have to play with the song. Okay, so that's the basics for it. So now let's do more of what those are actually going to look like and how to play them. So you'll typically see the chord name written above it. So G, B minor, C, whatever it's going to be. And you don't really have to know the chord name because they're going to tell you how to play it below it anyway. But it's good practice because you'll be more familiar with the chords by reading these chord boxes. So let's take an example of just the G chord. So here's what the G chord would look like. And you can see at the bottom there's numbers, and then we have dots that are written out on this little chord box. So the numbers at the bottom is going to be finger numbers. So that first one is 2, 1, 3. So it's telling me for that 6th string I'm going to play the 2 finger, which is your middle finger, and then 1 is your pointer, 3 is the ring finger. So for this G chord, they're telling you to play 2 finger on the 6th, your 1 finger on the string below it, right there, and your 3 finger down on the 1 or thinnest string. And as far as the frets here, you can see this is just going to be played. You have the 1st fret up top with nothing on it. 2nd fret, that's where your pointer finger is going to be on that 5th string. And then 3rd fret, that's where you have middle finger and ring finger playing. So all together you can play it out just like this. So you have 6th string on the 3rd fret with your middle finger, 5th string on the 2nd fret with your pointer, and ring finger on the 1st string on the 3rd fret again. Okay, let's look at another one that's going to have some different things in it, and that's going to be C. So the only thing that's new in this one is that X on top of the 6th string on the far left. If you see an X above the string, it just means you're not going to be playing that string at all. So for the C chord, if you're familiar with it, we do not play the low E string. I'm just going to start my strumming for the top 5 strings there. And again, you can see finger numbers below this one. So 3, 2, 1. So I am playing ring finger for the 3, and that is on the 3rd fret you can see for this. Middle finger on the 2nd fret, and then index finger or my 1 finger on the 1st fret. So just following along with where those dots are and which finger numbers they're telling me to play. And one last example that's going to have something else in it too. Let's look at B minor. So B minor is something that you can play as a bar chord, where you're going to have your index finger pressed all the way against here, and you can see that it's telling us to do that on the 2nd fret. That's what that means there. We're pressing our index finger to make that bar chord on the 2nd fret. There's an X on the 6th string, so we're not going to play that. So we just have to bar the top 5 strings and not all the way up to the one up there. And then we have our other 3 fingers, the 3, 4, and 2, that are going to play the rest of the notes for this one. So we're going to have the 3 finger playing on what's 2 frets above where we're barring. So that's going to be really the 4th fret. So 3 finger, that's going to be our ring finger. 4 finger right below that one, that's our pinky. And then middle finger is going to be the one that's playing 1 fret above where we're barring. So all together we have this. Okay, so this one they moved the chord box down, so it's not just that 1st fret being the actual 1st fret on the guitar. They shifted it over because the lowest that we're playing is going to be the 2nd fret here. So from the 2nd fret, we're 1 up with our 2 finger, which is the middle finger, and then 3 and 4 fingers above that to make B minor. And that is really all there is to chord boxes. You might see the finger numbers written below, like in the examples here. Sometimes they're written right on the dots as well too, if those dots are made a little bit bigger. So if there's nothing on there, you're just playing the string as completely open. If you see the dot on there, that's where you're gonna play. They'll typically tell you what finger number to play. If it's not comfortable for you, you can really play any finger numbers. There's not a strict rule to that. So let's go ahead and practice with the song. So using some of these same chords I just went over, we can play Stuck With You by Ariana Grande. And so that is just gonna use 5 chords as the main loop to it. Some of them we already went over, but let's do them one more time. And so in this song, we're gonna play the G chord like this. 2 times like that. And then we're gonna shift over to that B minor chord we already did. And so you can bar this one if you're able to. Press that index finger down all the way on that 2nd fret, as close to that little bar there as much as you can. Okay, and there's the rest of it there. So we're not playing the low E string. We're gonna skip that one and start our strumming right there on that A string. Okay, and then from there we have 3 finger, 2 frets above our bar, pinky right next to it, and then middle finger is gonna be 1 fret above the bar on that 2nd string. So we're making that B minor shape. Okay, next chord, the C one that we already practiced. So you can see this one up here as well too. We're not gonna play the low E string. We're gonna start off by playing C with our ring finger, that's our 3rd finger, on the 3rd fret. Middle finger is gonna be next on the 2nd fret. We skip 1 string to leave it open, and then we play our index finger on that 2nd string right there, 1st fret. Okay, 2 more chords. And so this one's gonna be E minor, which we did not talk about yet, but it's very easy. So for this one, you can see we're playing most of these strings just open. We're just gonna fret 2 of them. And so that's the A string and the D string we're gonna fret on. And so that's the 2nd fret for both of those. And it has our 1 and 2 fingers playing this one. I sometimes play this with my 2 and 3 as well too. Whatever's comfortable for you there. Okay, and last one is gonna be the D chord. So for this one, we're not gonna play actually the E or A strings. You can see the 2 X's above those. We're gonna play the D string open, and then we're gonna fret the 3 highest strings. First one using our 1 finger on the 2nd fret, and then we have 3 finger, that's gonna be on the 3rd fret, and then 2 finger or middle finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret. So you can see it in the picture there. Okay, and there it is. So to play this all together here, we're gonna do it like this. So all of these get 2 hits like this. It's G, and B minor, C, right there, and then E and D are just gonna get 1 hit each. So E to D. And that's it. So I'll go ahead and play it one more time together here for you. G chord first, and then B minor, C, and then E, and then finishing off on that D. Here we go. There it is. Stuck With You by Ariana Grande, using those chord boxes. Hope that helps you be able to look up chords online and be able to play them. Have fun playing, and see you next time.